Did you see this? I'll show you right now real quick. There's an article about you on KSL, which is like a Utah news station, I think.
Yeah.
And it says, have you seen this, Dad? Have you seen this? Dad shares dramatic Utah heritage. Kids aren't having
We talked
it.
about this last...
We did it. We did it before the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Nah.
Oh. Well, there I am.
Can we watch it?
Yeah, we
You
can
wanna
watch
watch
it.
it?
Let's watch it.
I think this is absolutely hilarious.
The mountains, kids. The mountains.
Yeah, it's snowing.
Where I had to etch out a living.
We're watching TV.
Utah. Utah is what forged me. From the boy to the man I am today. If these mountains could tell a tale, kids, you would be amazed. I don't expect you to recognize what it took to make me the man that gave birth to you. And I did give birth to you. I did give birth to you.
You didn't.
Well, I had a lot to do with giving birth to you.
Dad, we don't care.
Yes, but you have taken on my genes.
No, we haven't.
You have the honor of being my children, my offspring.
Yes!
And I'm a great man.
Quiet!
I'm a famous man, as you saw in the airport.
We have Viking blood in me.
You have Viking
so
blood
funny.
in you, but you also have Italian and Irish blood in you. And
Yeah, we have Italian blood from Grandma, not yet.
no, from me as well.
Dad, we don't care.
Yes, but you should care because as a man,
We're listening to a good song.
I understand, but as a man, if these mountains could tell my tale.
As a kid.
It would span an epic. It would span
As a kid.
our movie.
It's so funny.
Dad, just shut it. Try to listen to a good song.
I understand you're young and
Don't care. He's videotaping.
Jeez, it went viral too.
I know.
Over
some
2 million views.
How many?
Views. Over 2 million.
2.4
Yeah.
million views. Holy
That is
mother
insane.
of God. That's on Twitter?
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, those things where I was just bored and I was looking at the mountains and my Amanda was like, hey, a-hole. She didn't tell me this, but I heard. She's like, don't be videotaping and driving. But I had the phone. I was keeping my eye on the phone. The phone was like propped up, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where you just like, I was bored and I was like, I'm going to pretend I'm a mountain man in Utah and how the mountains forged me. And of course, after I was done the video, I had 1,000 other ways to do it that was better, but the magic was lost.
That's the magic, though. You captured it pretty well right there.
know.
And with the children, the way you guys are going back and forth, that was perfect.
They go nuts
That's so
whenever I
funny.
bother them. As a man, as a kid, we don't care. But as a man, the only thing I can offer my kids is humor. The only thing I can freaking offer my kids is self-reliance and a sense of humor. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can teach them, but they never listen. The frustrating thing about having kids is that I lived 52 fucking years. I got some things to say. They will not listen. My daughter won't even let me teach her about acting. I can't even help her on a fucking audition. Drives me nuts. She's got a fucking audition for a play. I'm like, I can, like the minute I even talk about it, I go, you have an audition? I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Even Taekwondo, they were taking Taekwondo. I go, I'm a black belt. I go, I won the nationals in Iowa. Let me teach you. You're kicking wrong. Teacher's wrong. Dad, you don't know anything. They
just
shut
their
you
age.
down. They shut you the fuck down. It drives me crazy. Hey, kids, let me give you some shortcuts. How's that sound? Let me shorten things up because life's a kick in the nuts. Here's my new thing. So I stole this from my buddy Jeff Foley. I look at them and I go, we have to go to practice. We have to go to tennis. And they're like, I don't want to go. I'm so tired. I go, I know. I'm so sorry. I apologize for being a pain in the ass. And the reason I have to be a pain in the ass, the reason I have to be a kick in the nuts is because life is a much harder kick in the nuts and a much bigger pain in the ass. So I apologize for that. And that's what I do. And they can't stand it. Sorry, I have to take your iPad away from you now. I know it sucks, but it's because life is going to take your iPad away from you way longer than I am, so I have to do this for you. And I'm sorry. I have to get you ready for the world. They hate me.
It changes, though, right? Once you reach a certain age, they'll
I don't
feel like,
know.
whoa, my dad was this.
Maybe.
that.
I hope so.
Has to. That's how I feel about my parents.
Well,
I took them for granted for a long time.
the thing is that they see me get recognized, like in the airport.
That's also unusual for kids too.
Yes. And they're starting to kind of put that into perspective, which is weird for them. But I have to make sure that they don't think that's a thing because I don't want them chasing that. I'm not impressed with Hollywood's kids. I'm not impressed with actor kids for the most part.
Actor kids or actor?
Well, if your kids are, if your father's, I'm not famous, but I'm, but I'm famous enough, so that when your kids kind of see that, and I don't know that works out for. I don't know why, but I've not been very impressed with a lot of the offspring of many of our favorite actors. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.